Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this Prada inspired crochet bucket hat. Very easy for beginners. We need tape measure, scissors, hook, darning needle, and stitch marker. I'm going to use 4.25mm hook. I'm going to use this yarn, and you can also use acrylic yarn. This is number 4 medium weight yarn. I will put the details of this yarn into description below. I always use this yarn for making hats, bags, or purses because it is a little bit thicker and I like the texture of this yarn. And I have here the 3 different colors that I made before, the acrylic yarn, and also the Braided Basic Small. I like this color, the natural color. To start, make a slip knot and chain 4 to form a ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch into the first chain. So we have a ring here. So chain 2. Chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. And then make a double crochet into the ring. You're going to put stitch marker here into the first double crochet. And then you're going to make 11 more. So the total of the double crochet, you should have 12 double crochet into the ring. So this is the second double crochet, third double crochet, so continue your double crochet until you have 12. So I completed the 12 double crochet. So this is the first round. And then you're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet that we made. Then fold this tail, make it tighter. Round 2, chain 2, and then 2 DC in each stitch. So here's the first double crochet. And then one more, same stitch. And then next stitch, increase again or 2 DC into the same stitch. So continue 2 DC in each stitch. So we have 24 DC total for this second round. And then slip stitch into the first DC. So here's our second round of the bucket hat. Then round 3, chain 2, 1 DC into the first stitch, and then put stitch marker back. And the next stitch you're going to increase 2 DC, same stitch. So the pattern that you're going to make is 1 DC, 1 increase. So 1 DC again, or double crochet, and then next stitch increase. When you increase, you're going to make 2 double crochet same stitch. So you're going to repeat the pattern, 1 DC, increase, 1 DC, increase. For this round 3, we have total of 36 double crochet, and then slip stitch. Next, round 4, chain 2, and then first stitch increase, 2 double crochet, same stitch. So after your increase, 1 DC in each next 2 stitches. And next, increase. So the pattern is, after your increase, 1 DC, 1 DC, then increase, 1 DC, 1 DC, and then increase. Repeat the pattern all the way around. So you have total of 48 double crochet for round 4. Next, round 5, chain 2, and you're going to make 1 DC in each next 3 stitches, and then you're going to increase next stitch. Here's the first DC. Put your stitch marker, and then next 1 DC again, and then 1 DC again, and into the 4th stitch increase, and that is the pattern for this round. So the pattern is 1 DC, 1 DC, 1 DC, increase. After increase, 1 DC, 1 DC, 1 DC, and then increase. The total of double crochet, 60 double crochet for this round 5. And then slip stitch. For round 6, chain 2, first stitch increase, and then first is increase. Okay, so after your increase, you're going to make 1 DC in each next 4 stitches. So here's the first DC, second, and then third, and then fourth, and the next increase. So that is the pattern. Repeat all the way around. So we have total of 72 DC for round 6. For round 7, I'm going to change double crochet into half double crochet stitch, because I just need 6.5. So I have here only 6 inches. I need 6.5. So I'm going to use half double crochet instead of double crochet. So we're going to chain 1 for round 7. Make 1 half double crochet first stitch. So this is our first half double crochet. You can put stitch marker here. And then you're going to make 1 DC in each next 4 stitches. So we change the double crochet stitch into half double crochet stitch. But if you have bigger head, you can go ahead and make a double crochet. So after your 1 half double crochet in each next 5 stitches, you're going to increase. And that is the pattern for the round 7. Just like I said, guys, if you want to make bigger hat or if you have bigger head, you can use double crochet stitch for the round 7. For me, 6.5 inches for the circumference of my bucket hat. It's perfect for my head. So repeat the pattern all the way around to finish the round 7. And we have total of 84 half double crochet. So I'm going to measure again. So here 6.5 inches, perfect. Now we're going to proceed for the round 8. For round 8, chain 1 and make 1 HDC or half double crochet into the first stitch, back loop only. So here's the back loop of the stitch and make 1 half double crochet. Put your stitch marker here. So we're done for the first half double crochet. Next, we're going to make 1 half double crochet in each stitch, back loop only. So continue making a half double crochet in each stitch, back loop only, all the way around. And we still have total of 84 half double crochet. And then slip stitch into the first half double crochet that we made to complete round 8. For round 9, we're going to chain 4 and then turn. And then skip 1 stitch, this stitch, and then 1 DC next stitch. So skip this stitch and then 1 DC next stitch. Just like this. Then chain 1, skip 1 stitch, 1 DC next stitch. And you're going to continue chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and 1 DC next stitch. Continue all the way around. And at the end of this round, you're gonna chain 1 and then slip stitch into the third chain. For round 10, you're going to chain 4 again and then turn. Before we proceed, we're going to put stitch marker first. Let's count first. First is face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And into the 17th space, put a stitch marker. So we're going to start the triangle into the stitch marker. Then after chain 4, 1 DC into this stitch. And then next chain 1 and 1 DC into this stitch. You're going to continue this pattern or chain 1, 1 DC into this stitch until you reach the stitch marker. So we're here into the after chain 1, 1 DC. So we're going to start the triangle here into this. Instead of chain 1, you're going to make 1 DC into chain 1 space. And then remove the stitch marker and then 1 DC into this stitch. And then after this first square, we're going to count 9 spaces. And then put stitch marker here into the 9 spaces from the first space. And then 1 DC into chain 1. And then 1 DC into this stitch. Then 1 DC into chain 1. So we have here total of 9 space 1. Make sure you have 9 spaces that you blocked for this round 10. So let's see. After this, chain 1 and then 1 DC into this stitch. And then after chain 1, slip stitch into the 3rd chain. So we completed our round 10. For round 11, chain 4 and turn. And then 1 DC into this stitch. And then chain 1 and 1 DC into this stitch. You will continue this up to here. So here. Then chain 1 DC in here into this stitch. And then you're going to chain 1 and skip the DC stitch and chain 1 1 DC, next DC stitch. So just like this, and then you're going to continue double crochet. So continue your double crochet up to here. Then chain 1 and skip 1 DC stitch and 1 DC next stitch. Then continue chain 1 and 1 DC into DC stitch. And then chain 1 and slip stitch into the third chain. For round 12, chain 4 and turn. And then 1 DC into DC stitch. Then chain 1, 1 DC into DC stitch. And you're going to continue 1 DC into DC stitch up to here. So we're creating the triangle now. So chain 1 and then skip this DC stitch and 1 DC next stitch. Just like this. As you can see, it's getting shorter and shorter. So chain 1 and then 1 DC in this stitch. Then chain 1, 1 DC into this stitch. And then to finish round 12, chain 1, slip stitch into the third chain. For round 13, chain 4 and then turn your work. And then 1 DC into this stitch. Then chain 1, 1 DC into this stitch. And you're going to continue this up to here. So here I already done skipping the stitch or this stitch, then continue double crochet. Chain 1 and skip this double crochet. For round 14, chain 4 and turn your work. and then 1 DC into this stitch, then chain 1 DC into this stitch, and you're going to continue up to here. So we're here, I already skipped this DC. Just continue your DC here, and we completed our triangle here. As you can see, it's a triangle. And then next, chain 1, and then skip this stitch, and then 1 DC, next DC stitch. This is already triangle. Now chain 1 DC, next, or 1 DC into this stitch, chain 1 DC into this stitch. To finish this round 14, chain 1, and then slip stitch into the 3rd chain. For round 15, you're going to chain 2, and then 1 DC, chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, 1 DC here into the front loop only. So here's the first DC, and then you're going to make DC again here into chain 1 front loop only, 3rd DC into this stitch, front loop only, and then 1 DC again into the chain 1 front loop only. So we already have 4, and then next 1 DC here into this stitch, front loop only, and then increase into the 6th stitch, or into the chain 1 space. You're going to make 2 DC. So the pattern is 1 DC in each next 5 stitches, and then increase into the 6th stitch. So you're going to continue this all the way around. So I already made the increase, then 1 2 3 4, and then 5 in here, or the 5th DC. So the next is in this chain 1 space, you're going to make 2 DC, or 1 increase. And then slip stitch here into the first DC that we made. And then for the round 16, you're going to chain 2, and then 1 DC in each next 6 stitches, both loops, and then next stitch increase. So after your 1 DC in each next 6 stitches, you're going to increase, and that is the pattern, and continue this all the way around. So for round 17, you're going to chain 2 and then 1 DC in each stitch. No increase. Just 1 DC in each stitch. Continue all the way around. So for round 18, chain 2 and you're just going to repeat round 17. No increase, just 1 DC in each stitch. And then slip stitch into the first DC to finish this round 18. So for round 19, chain 1 and then 1 single crochet first stitch. You can put stitch marker here. And then you're just going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. And this is the final round. And then slip stitch into the first single crochet and then chain 1 and cut your yarn. And now we're done. This is the front of the bucket hat and this is the back part of the bucket hat. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. Bye!